So, in my last video, I talked about, just kind of some, like, funny stories and, like, how I look kind of bewildered all the time and stuff. And, well, so for, like, over a year now, I've kind of been unofficially studying Myers-Briggs personality types, and I've discovered that I'm an ISFJ, and, like, I love reading about it. Like, I love reading, a lot of the different websites, and I'm reading through the characteristics, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's me. Oh my gosh, I do that. And it's just like, oh, somebody understands. Like, it's just, it's nice. And then I can talk about it with my family, and it, like, helps us understand each other, and, like, why we don't always get along all the time. And so, yeah, it's a lot of fun. And one website that's kind of interesting, kind of fun, they, like, did, like, kind of they describe the different personality types, like, what their physical features look like. And a lot of them, it's like, okay, well, I know someone of this personality type who doesn't really fit that description and stuff. But anyhow, it's just kind of fun, reading through it and being like, oh, that was me, or that's not me, or whatever. So this site is called www.socionics, SOCIONICS.com. And I was reading the ISFJ one, reading through it, and in the last my last video I was talking about looking bewildered. Well, this is what it says. When ISFJs are thinking, they may fix their eyes to an object or person for a long period. In these cases, their eyes may show a look of bewilderment in reflection to the situation they are in. Okay, well, that explains it. It's part of my personality type to just look kind of bewildered, confused. And it makes sense if you think about it. In a new situation in ISFJ, well, we determine our behavior based on, like, rules and, like, what happened in the past. So if we're in a situation we haven't been in before, we don't have we haven't either figured out what our correct response is supposed to be according to our rules, or we haven't had that experience before to know what to expect or how we're supposed to respond. It's just kind of like, I'm just a very past-focused person. So if I'm like, okay, I've been in this situation before, then I know what I'm supposed to do, or I know what I'm not supposed to do because I chose the wrong course of action the last time, or whatever the case may be. But yeah, we're very past-focused. We determine what we're supposed to do in the present and the future based on what has happened in the past. Okay, so then I'm reading through this website. Okay, that's interesting. And then I get to this part, and it says, ISFJs normally have slightly thick lips, which they normally keep tightly together. Their facial structure is smooth, with a distinct lack of prominent or sharp cheekbones. At that point, I started looking around the room for the security cameras, because I was like, that's my face. Why are they describing my face? Who's spying on me? Looking bewildered again. And why? Yeah, that was a weird experience, because they're describing my face. I don't have cheekbones, and especially when I was younger, I had kind of large lips for my face. Actually, yeah, went to the orthodontist, and she's like, oh, you have a big mouth. And then for Irish dancing, we had Irish dancing wigs. My mom used to curl all my hair. It, like, took, like, forever, and then so then got a wig like everybody else did. And so yeah, I had a wig. And when I went and bought the wig, there's we call her the wig lady. And she's like, yeah, you have a small head. So I'm like, okay, I have a small head and a big mouth. Yeah, that's great. Thanks, guys. But yeah. Bye. gotta figure out who's spying on me and why.